Hey everyone, it's Monique for Nude. Welcome back to another video. So today's video, we will be making my version of the tropical smoothie chia seed oatmeal pudding. Now I got this at work one day and I thought this was absolutely amazing, but then I looked up the nutritional facts and the macros and I thought I could make like more macro friendly version at home instead, and that's exactly what I did, and it turned out just as good. So I'm going to be showing you guys the recipe today. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this. Okay, so I made multiple servings at once, but for a single batch, you will take 1/3 of a cup and fill it halfway with still cut oats. That's what this is right here. And then fill the other half with rolled oats. So 1/3 cup halfway with still cut, and then the other half with rolled oats to give it that nice texture. And then you will add 6 ounces of almond milk. I know it seems like a lot, but you will get a higher volume once you add more milk, and the oats will just absorb it. And then you're going to add 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, a tablespoon of brown sugar. I use the Lakanto sugar-free version. And then I added some caramel skinny syrup in there just to add some more flavor, some vanilla extract, some cinnamon, some vanilla flavor drops. I have this caramel drops that I also use. And then you're gonna give that a nice stir. Just make sure everything is incorporated. Like I said, it is a lot of milk, but it will absorb. And then I tasted it. It wasn't as sweet as I would like, so I used some stevia packets. So make sure you taste yours. It might taste extremely sweet, but once you cook it, the sweetness kind of goes away. Microwave the oats for a total of 2 minutes, checking it at the 1-minute mark so it doesn't boil over. And then after it cooks, stir it for a little bit until it cools down, and then it will thicken like this. Next is the berry compote, and this is so delicious. I only have frozen blueberries and I just didn't want to plop frozen blueberries on top of it, so I decided to make a compote. You will add 2 ounces of blueberries, frozen or fresh, your choice, and 2 ounces of strawberries, and then you will simmer that on the stove until it thickens and make like a nice jam. You can eat this by itself. I'm telling you, it's so good. I squeezed half a lemon in there, and then I added a tablespoon of sugar-free sugar. This is from the Lakanto brand as well, and then I stirred that all together until it thickens, and I let it cool down, and it will look like this, like a nice jam. If you put some Cool Whip on top of this, this is a dessert all by itself. It's so delicious. Something about blueberries and lemon just tastes so good together. So next I will be layering and measuring all my items together just to make sure everything is nice and even. Like I said, I made multiple batches, so I'm just measuring out my oatmeal, and as you can see, it is nice and thick and voluminous. And then I have some plain Greek yogurt. I prefer to use flavored yogurt instead of using Greek yogurt because it just tastes plain. Some skinny flavor syrup and some vanilla drops, and just mix it all together. And then I added some blue agave just to sweeten it up a bit. You don't have to do this. You can just use any type of yogurt you want. And then I stirred it all together. You can thin it out by adding some almond milk or creamer if you like. And this is the key to getting your oatmeal non-slimy. Unlike other overnight oats, they tend to be slimy because they're using raw oats. To get rid of that slimy texture, you have to cook it first and then chill it in the refrigerator. If you just put straight oats in the refrigerator, it's gonna have this slimy texture that I don't prefer. So that is the trick that I find very useful. That is 2.5 ounces of yogurt per serving, and I added about 1/2 teaspoon of agave to sweeten it. And now I am adding my blueberry strawberry compote, and it is so delicious, y'all. It's like a nice jam. Oh my gosh, I'm getting excited just talking about it. Okay, so here's the granola I'm using. Now you have to be careful with the granola because this will be very high in carbs depending on the one that you choose. This is kind of a very high carb breakfast, but I tried to make it lower carb. I'm slicing 1/3 of a banana. You can use any fruit that you want. You can use mangoes, apples, and then I squeeze a little bit of lemon juice on top of the bananas to keep it from browning too much overnight. And then I'm going to drizzle about 1/2 teaspoon of honey. Just add a little bit, you don't need that much. And there it is. It looks so delicious. So I'm about to put the top on my containers and put these in the refrigerator to let it sit overnight. These are excellent to meal prep if you are going into the office. This is a very good idea. You can just separate the fruit and the granola in a different container and then put that as your topping when you actually get to work so that the granola won't get soggy. Okay, so the macros on the one we just made is going to be the following: 404 calories, 18 grams of protein, 62 grams of carbs, and 52 grams of net carbs because it has 10 grams of fiber and 11 grams of fat. The chia seed oatmeal pudding from Tropical Smoothie is 740 calories, 14 grams of protein, 102 grams of carbs, 33 grams of fat, and 10 grams of fiber. Although I love the one from Tropical Smoothie, I will still get it again, but this is just to show you that you can make your own version of your favorite foods at home and make it more macro friendly to fit your dietary needs. Okay, hey y'all, so I'm about to try my version of the Tropical Smoothie chia seed oatmeal pudding. That's what they call it. I've already made this before and I just took it out the refrigerator. I had it sitting last night. I made it last night. We're about to try it. And the reason why I decided to make my own version is because I did look at the macros of the one from Tropical Smoothie. Basically, it's like 100 grams of carbs and like 700 something calories, which is a lot to me. So I said, let me make my own at home. I'm gonna get a little bit of everything. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Now I just put the granola in it and let it sit with the whole thing. If you like your granola more crunchy, then you can separate it, but I kind of like this. I've seen overnight oats all the time, like on TikTok and stuff. I made it, but I didn't really care for it because the texture can be slimy when it's uncooked. And if you want to know how to not make it slimy, mine is not slimy at all. I cooked it first before putting it in the refrigerator, and that gets rid of the sliminess overall. It's like you get the tartness from the berries, the sweetness from the honey and the banana, and then you get that texture from the oatmeal, and then the yogurt is like a type of topping or something. It's not icing, but it's like smooth, that it gives like the topping of like icing, and then the oatmeal part is like so good as well. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.